honorables, mesdames et messieurs, en ce jour où nous nous rencontrons pour célébrer le 30e anniversaire de la chute de Berlin, permettez-nous d'abord de rendre grâce à Dieu qui a guidé les pas de chacun d'entre nous pour prendre part aux activités de ce grand rendez-vous de vous donner et de recevoir.
Thank you. I will try to translate, even if I'm not good at English. I will try. He's saying that the president is very happy to attend this conference of 20th anniversary of the fall of the war, and he praise God for that.
Et nous adressons nos remerciements aux organisateurs de ces activités pour l'invitation qui nous a été réservée.
He thanks for the organizers for the invitation to attend this conference.
C'est un signal fort en matière de renforcement des relations d'amitié et de coopération entre l'Allemagne et le Burundi.
It's a signal for the cooperation between the two countries, Burundi and Germany.
Surtout en cette période où le Burundi vient de passer 4 ans sous le régime de sanctions qui lui est imposé par l'Union européenne, dont l'Allemagne est membre.
Especially after for 4 years when Burundi is under EU sanctions taken by the European countries.
Ces sanctions sont venues au Burundi comme un mur entre nos deux nations et il est temps qu'il tombe comme l'a été le mur de Berlin.
Those sanctions came as the war between the country, Burundian country and European countries, and it's the time that war can be fallen.
Le Burundi connaît l'Allemagne depuis les années 1885 avec la conférence de Berlin.
The country of Burundi knew Germany since 1885 with the Berlin Conference.
Après, en 1896, l'Allemagne a envahi le Burundi et notre roi Moïse Gisabo a résisté pendant 7 ans.
After, in 1896, thank you. After, in 1896, Germany invaded Burundi, and the king Moïse Gisabo fought against the German
7 years.
For seven years.
Bon, la guerre s'est clôturée par la signature d'un traité de Kiganda le 6 juin 1903.
The war was ended by the peace treaty, happened on the 6th June 1903.
Le Burundi a travaillé avec les Allemands, donc de 1896 à juste à la fin de la Première Guerre mondiale.
Burundi was colonized by Germany since 1896 until the Third World War.
D'abord, nous retournons au passé, maintenant nous au Sénat, avec nos amis experts de l'Université du Burundi pour savoir ce qui s'est passé dans cette période.
Within the Burundian Senate, we're trying to deal with the past, helped by the expert from University of Burundi.
Mais nous pensons que la colonisation allemande serait mieux que nos amis belges.
We think that the Germany colonization is better than Belgian ones.
En notre qualité de leader, nous sommes les mieux outillés pour être des défenseurs de la paix et du développement humain.
As leader, we are. I think that we are in the front of in order to fight for the development.
Nous devons apporter notre contribution à la recherche des solutions aux multiples défis qu'il faut prendre de graves menaces sur la paix.
We try to find a solution to the issues which can be the challenge of the peace.
C'est ainsi que le Parlement burundais a autorisé le gouvernement du Burundi à déployer 6 000 militaires dans les opérations de maintien de la paix en Somalie et en République centrafricaine.
For that, the Senate given the permission to the Burundian government to deploy peacekeeping in Somalia and in Central Africa.
Nos expériences face aux défis de la vie sociale, associées au travail d'élaboration des lois et des politiques publiques, de même que dans notre mission de contrôle de l'action gouvernementale, nous donnent un ensemble de compétences pour contribuer à l'édification d'un monde de paix et de prospérité.
Our privilege to elect some laws and to control the government action give us the opportunity to contribute for the peace.
C'est ainsi qu'en matière juridique, depuis 2009, le Burundi s'est doté d'un cadre légal, réglementaire interne permettant à ses propres juridictions de réprimer les crimes de génocide, les crimes contre l'humanité et les crimes de guerre.
And in the matter of law, the Burundi has since 2007 the arsenal of jurisdiction to punish the international crimes as genocide crimes of against humanity and war crimes.
Au niveau de la répression des violences basées sur le genre, à côté des dispositions du Code pénal qui prévoient des peines très lourdes, une loi spécifique a été votée. C'est la loi portant prévention, protection des victimes et répression des violences basées sur le genre est donc en vigueur.
A bill against violence based on gender was voted in order to punish that kind of violences against gender.
Le Burundi s'achemine vers les élections générales de 2020.
Burundi is preparing to the general election of 2020.
Les préparatifs de ces élections de 2020 se poursuivent normalement dans un climat détendu et serein. La feuille de route de Kayanza en vue des élections apaisées en 2020, la Commission nationale électorale indépendante, la Commission provinciale et communale sont déjà en place.
All the logistic is there after the according between political party of Kayanza, and we have already the electoral independent commission which is preparing those general elections for 2020.
Les Burundais ont déjà mobilisé des ressources nécessaires pour financer eux-mêmes les élections.
Burundi has mobilized all the financial resources for those elections.
Il est hors de tout doute que la réussite du processus électoral 2020 marquera un nouveau chapitre glorieux de l'histoire de notre pays et tournera définitivement la page sombre de 2015.
We are sure that those elections will open a new pages of peace in Burundi, and we are hopefully have a hope that the peace will be long last.
Par ailleurs, le gouvernement du Burundi a multiplié des gestes concrets de bonne volonté dans le sens d'apaisement général dans le pays.
Some signs were done by the government of Burundi in order to show that peace is in Burundi.
C'est notamment la déclaration de son Excellence le chef de l'État burundais de ne pas se présenter aux élections 2020 alors qu'il en a le droit. C'est un geste de haute valeur politique et démocratique à saluer.
Even if the current president has the right to run the fourth term, he resigned to run the fourth term during the coming election 2020, this is a stronger signal in order to sustain peace.
Comme l'a bien indiqué Rigoberta, le prix Nobel de la paix 1992, la paix, ce n'est pas l'absence de la guerre. Lorsqu'il n'y a pas de combat ou de bataille, la paix, c'est avoir de quoi manger, vivre dans une maison décente, avoir du respect les uns pour les autres.
As Rigoberta said, the peace is not the absence of the war. The peace is to have something to eat, something to do as primary right, and to sustain the peace.
Pour cela, le Sénat de la République du Burundi s'est engagé à promouvoir la bonne gouvernance dans tous les secteurs de la société burundaise.
For that, the Senate of Burundi engaged itself to sustain the good governance in all the sectors.
Mettre en place une législation qui encourage et stimule le développement des programmes éducatifs de qualité.
Set up a program, educational program of quality.
Promouvoir le dialogue et la coopération entre les parlementaires des pays du monde entier et en vue du renforcement de la paix, de la sécurité et du développement humain.
Promote the dialogue between senators all over the world in order to support the peace.
Protéger, préserver et défendre la dignité et la valeur de chaque être humain, reconnaissant que tous les êtres humains sont membres d'une famille globale.
To protect and to sustain the human right in order to show that every human being, wherever it is must be protected.
Bâtir les familles saines et harmonieuses comme pierre angulaire de la paix, de la prospérité et du patriotisme.
To promote the family in order to have a good society.
Œuvrer pour le maintien de la paix et de la sécurité dans le monde, à commencer par notre pays, le Burundi.
To work for the peace, the peacemaker, for the security of Burundi and other countries.
Soutenir les programmes du gouvernement en matière de lutte contre la faim, la pauvreté et la maladie, en matière de lutte contre la délinquance juvénile et la résilience au changement climatique.
Sustain the program of the government in order to fight for to fight for the
lutter contre la faim, la pauvreté et la maladie.
To fight for the poverty and illness.
Traduction. Soutenir d'une manière très appuyée toutes les actions visant à faire face aux défis de notre époque, avec une attention particulière sur la consolidation de la paix, la réconciliation et le développement des peuples.
To sustain particularly the development of peace, reconciliation, and other issues of this context.
Comme je le disais, la paix et la réconciliation seraient de vains mots sans la connaissance du passé.
The reconciliation and peace wouldn't have any sense without the knowledge of the past.
Le Sénat du Burundi soutient fortement la connaissance du passé par la recherche scientifique via même les archives conservées en Allemagne et en Belgique.
The Burundian Senate support strongly the research, the scientific research, even if between the archives which are in German and Belgian.
Et pour terminer, nous exprimons le souhait de mobiliser ensemble tous nos efforts pour que l'idéal d'un monde sans guerre et d'une paix durable soit ancré dans les esprits et transmis de génération en génération.
To end this speech, we proclaim that we are ready to fight for the sustainable peace in order to have the peace all over the world.
Nous aurons beaucoup à gagner en partageant les expériences et les leçons dans nos rôles de responsabilité. Je vous remercie.
We will have the gain if we share the experience from with you. And thank you.
Nous vous promettons que demain, on va vous donner la version anglaise. Comme ça, vous allez comprendre un peu. On va traduire tout en anglais. Et demain, on va vous distribuer ça.
I'm sorry for the translation. Tomorrow you will have the English translation written.
No.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Ok, merci
I'm
beaucoup.
not English speaking.
Le speech sur le site web. Donc le texte anglais, si vous avez appelé, on publie sur le site web pour tout le monde. Merci beaucoup. Et avec traduction, ça sera super. Est-ce que c'est possible de qualification aussi? Oui. Traduction. Donc the president is happy to take questions, and we can help to translate either myself or our colleague on the stage. So feel free to ask questions in English or in French, and then we can translate them. As always, try to keep the questions brief, and then we can take as many voices as possible. We'll start in the back.
Angola.
Please come to the microphone. Okay.
Thank you. Your Excellency, it is a pleasure to hear more about the Burundian external relations and goals for the promotion of peace and concretization of mutual understanding for reconciliation policies.
Est-ce que vous pouvez traduire en français?
Je comprends.
Ah, c'est bon. Okay, c'est bon. Okay.
I can speak English, but not speech.
Today we heard about the great challenge proposed by the African youth from our Gambian colleague. What are the measures that are being taken by the Burundian government to increase the diversity, promote mutual understanding, and accomplish the goals from the Agenda 2063 and 1 million until 2021 proposed by the African Union? Thank you.
Bon, merci beaucoup. D'abord, je voudrais vous informer que le Burundi, dans les stratégies que le gouvernement a adoptées, d'abord, c'est d'instruire tous les enfants du Burundi. Ça, c'est le premier. Éducation pour tous.
The government has taken the big measure to educate all the Burundian youth.
Umwana wese w'umurundi akwije imyaka ndwi ateza kuja ku ishuri mu gihugu cyose amashuri ariho.
Every young Burundian who has 7 years must go to school, and we have enough schools. This is the first thing.
Icya kabiri nuko leta yafashe imigambi yuko ishigwiza amashuri y'imyuga kugira abana biga imyuga bari kuvuga indimi gusa.
The state has multiplied the technical schools in order to help youth to practice what they learned at school.
Ikindi nuko leta iheje gushiraho ibanki y'ugwaruka.
The third thing is that the state set up a youth bank. Those are three things, and you will know more about that.
You say you are Angolan, come in Burundi, and you will see. The question?
Okay. Who's next?
Yes, there is another.
Special honor to have the President of the Senate here. Please introduce yourself.
I'm Ikomi from Cameroon. I just have one question to ask you. MP, mais je vais parler en anglais, s'il vous plaît. So, how do you perceive the relationship between the ICC and African states? Bearing in mind that the Burundi is the first country in the world and Africa as a whole to actually withdraw from the ICC. What do you think is the relationship between the ICC and the African states? Do you see the court as a tool put in place by the West to effectively control African states? Or do you see the court as just a free arm of legal justice? What do you think?
Bono kubwira cyambere cyoco nuko Uburundi bwavuye muri ICC kuva turabakuru.
Burundi withdraws within ICC since we are elected as Speaker of Senate. This means 2015.
Twabifashe tuvyiyumviriye tubonye ne bakora.
We took that decision after realized that they are working like Western.
Ivyo batumwe nivyo bakora.
They do what Western like to do.
Twege turafise imico n'imigenzo ya sogokuru.
We have, as Burundian, we have our culture from our ancestors.
Urumva rero iyo ubonye umuntu agomba kukutwara ahatariho uranka.
When you realize that someone want to bring in another way, you refuse.
Hariho imico n'imigenzo tudashobora kwemera yo kubatuzanamo.
We have there are some cultures and customs that we can't accept.
Nico gituma rero twebwe twari hajya twarabibonye memere les rapports des experts des Nations Unies twarazirofije kuko zari zibinyoma.
We saw that and we refused also some expert report because we realized that some reports were wrong.
Sinzi rero twege nk'abarundi twarabivuyemo nico gito twabwiye ko twakizeho amategeko yo guhana ivyo byose bahora avuga ngo bazobihenera hanze twe turabifise indani.
As Burundians, we withdraw within ICC and we elected, we set up some laws in order to have some things which we were waiting from Western.
Nagomba rero nakubwire yuko nk'abanyafrika umwe wese arigenga twebwe igihe twagwana n'abadagi hari ibihugu bitagwanye twe twaragwanye.
As African, each country is independent. For example, we as Burundians, we fought for German colonization, but some other countries didn't bring the resistance.
Donc urumva rero twe turigenga mugabo ICC ntituraba.
So we are independent and we don't have anything to do with ICC.
Sinzi ko shavuye no kuryohewe.
Are you happy or not?
Voilà, merci.
C'est comme ça. Terminé.
Final question or comments? Okay, please.
Uliza kwa Kiswahili. Takuelewa.
How do you know I can speak Swahili?
Ndabizi.
Okay. My name is Andrew Kundo from Tanzania. It's exactly, we speak Swahili. Yeah. First of all, congratulations to Honorable, the President of the Senate. If I heard you well, I heard that your President is not planning to run for the first term in the office as the President of Burundi. Actually, this is remarkable change, I can say, in Africa, especially in East Africa. Most of, exactly, you know, we have the problem of most of the readers which actually cannot respect the constitution, and sometimes they try to change in the voice that maybe the system want them to be in the office for a long time. And actually, Burundi becoming the third country in East Africa to be one of the best country to respect the constitution, including actually my country, Tanzania, and I can see also Kenya, and yeah, just to mention a few. But I have this problem with we Africans to have a strong personality instead of having a strong system. Having a strong system means any kind of leader, once put in the office, can learn the office due to the cause of that system. But actually what we can see now in Africa, most of the leaders, they're showing their personality instead of having a strong system which can lead the leaders to control the country. So, as the president of the Senate, and one of the country which is one of the East African community, what do you intend, at least what is happening in Burundi, to respect the constitution and to make sure that even other members of the East African community, they can try to see what exactly is happening in Burundi in terms of respect to the constitution. That's one. Secondly, we actually preach the peace as a tangible things. We forget the soft part of this peace. We actually need to see the policy, the law, and all those kind of things which can, because if you talk about the war, you talk about the militaries, these are just the hard part of preaching about peacekeeping and whatever. Which kind of policy, starting from your country, as one of the member of the Senate and actually the president of the Senate, which kind of policy have you tried to put in place to make sure that this peace cannot just be spoken out, can be implemented, and you can see the results maybe in 5 years or in 10 years to come? Thank you.
Asante. Nagomba nawe namubwire yuko mu gukuriza ibyo shingiro n'imbere y'igihe u Burundi imbere 15 bwarakwigije ibyo shingiro.
I want to mention that even if before 2015 Burundi respected the constitution.
Igituma twebwe muri Sena twarasezijira ku constitutionnel kugira isome neza ibizwa shingiro.
I can tell you that even if us as Senate we ask for the constitutional court if that decision were right or not.
Hanyuma ababigwanya bavuga bati cour constitutionnelle iri manipulé.
And those who were fighting against the third term said that the constitutional court was manipulated.
No, twaragereye cour ya Africa, cour de justice de l'Afrique de l'Est, baritwaye.
We went. They went in the African Justice Court, East African Court.
Naho nyine babahinyishu yuko bari ari legal.
And the response was that the third term was legal.
Kubera bavuga bati umukuru gatogwa kabiri nabene igihugu.
Because the constitution was saying that the president is directly elected by people. 2 times.
Donc rero même en 2015 tulihakikisha kwamba katiba inaheshimishwa.
So it means that even if during the election of 2015, we showed that the law was respected.
Nilipata muda kuzungumza na watu wa Ulaya ambao wanasema wana experience kwenye democracy na makatiba. Nikaenda Marekani tukazungumza kwenye wizara ya mambo ya nchi za nje, wakakuta ni sahihi, lakini wanasema vingine.
I got opportunity to discuss with some European experts and some experts from USA, and I showed them that we had the right to allow the president to run the third term.
Kubaliza leo kuheshimisha katiba, mimi naangalia nchi yangu. Sisi tuko imara na tumejipanga. Hakuna mtu wa kwenda nje. Ndio maana rais akasema hata kama katiba mpya inanuhusu siendelee kwa sababu mhula wangu ni miwili.
So as Burundian, we respect our constitution, but the president decided not to run the other term, even if he had the right to do it.
Alikuwa anasema mimi nimechaguliwa kwa katiba iliyopita. Hii katiba mpya ni ya atakayekuja. Ni atafanya miaka 14, miaka 7 mara mbili.
He could say that within the former constitution, I ran the term, and now we have a new constitution, and I have the right to run 2 terms for each one for 7 years. But he didn't.
Il a dit que la nouvelle constitution c'est pour le nouveau président.
He said that the new constitution is for the new president.
Tutatoa mfano ni polepole lakini sio Afrika.
We will show the good example as African.
Tena tunahakikisha tunafanikisha.
And we are sure that we will overcome, we will succeed.
Alafu unasema mambo ya kuhakikisha nchi inakuwa tulivu, tunafanya nini? Burundi kwanza itakuwa ngumu kwa sababu ni vitu vikubwa. Kwanza turudie historia ya Burundi inaanzia wapi?
First of all, we must see which are the history of Burundi. When Burundi began to exist.
Ile matatizo ya Burundi ya kabila kati ya Hutu na Watusi ilitokea wapi?
Which is the origin of ethnic conflict?
Tulikumwe na walimu wa kaminuza.
We are within the professor from university in Burundi.
Ndio tuko turakora.
We are dealing with that past, that problematic past.
Kwa sababu kabla ya wazungu hawajaja wa Belgium kulikuwa hakuna matatizo ya kikabila Burundi.
Before Belgian colonization, we didn't have the issue of ethnic group.
Turafise la lettre royale belge isigura neza ingene icamwo abarundi kabiri bamwe kabagira abatutsi abandi kabagira abahutu ningene bamwe baza gukura separema n'abandi hamaze guhura bamaze kugwiza amacakubiri baca batangwana.
We discovered the Belgian bill which divided Burundi between ethnic group Bahutu, Batutsi and Batwa in order to see to give favorite to one ethnic group.
Donc hatuende haraka kwa sababu ile matatizo mnayoona Burundi imetokea mwaka 1925. Sasa imesha kuwa na ile yani sasa hivi ni kama tunatafuta dawa. Tunaona kama tuna HIV, si tunaumwa, tuko tunatafuta dawa. Na sisi sasa Burundi tuko tunatafuta dawa, lakini ili tupate dawa lazima tujue hii maradhi inatoka wapi, kinachoianzisha ni nini. Sasa ile mizizi ndio tunatafuta, tukisha inyoa tutaendelea na utaona baadaye. Lakini kuna vitu muhimu tulifanya. Si tulifanya, unaweza kutafsiri kwa sababu wewe ni Uingereza, unaweza kutafsiri. Sasa hivi tuna haraka. Kwanza kuhakikisha jeshi la Burundi linakuwa jeshi la kitaifa. Polisi ya Burundi inakuwa polisi ya kitaifa. Madaraka tunagawana kwa sababu tunaumwa, hatujapona. Tunagawana kwa pasenti, twende polepole mpaka tufike ambaye tutahakikisha kwamba Burundi itakuwa salama. wewe tafsiri, huyo ataweza. Tafsiri wewe. Tafsiri, hamna tatizo. Lakini tafsiri kwa sababu nimekujibu vizuri. Ngoja tafsiri. Waambie Kiingereza. Mwambie Kiingereza. Sema wewe. Wewe najua utazungumza vizuri.
Actually, I asked you a question of the problems, how to solve the problem in Africa. And actually, what he's trying to explain to me is that it's not easy to tackle the problem without knowing the source of the problem. So first now is that they are trying to find out where the source came from. For whatever the problem is, they have to find the source before they embark on the journey of solving that problem. That's exactly what he's trying to say.
Okay, merci beaucoup.
And he said that we are not in hurry. We must find the medicine of that illness. And one of the solution is that now in army we have 50-50, 50% from the Bahutu ethnic group, 50% from the Batutsi ethnic group, and also in the police we have the same quotas, even if in the parliament we have 6% from the Bahutu ethnic group and 40% from the Batutsi ethnic group. So those are the transitional measures in order to tackle with those issues of ethnic group.
Est-ce le Sénat qui va apprécier si il faut arriver les quotas ethniques?
It's up to the Senate to appreciate if those ethnic quotas can be removed or stay in Burundi.
On avance vraiment petit à petit, mais sûrement.
We are surely we are moving forward, and we think that we will overcome.
C'est pourquoi 2015 on n'a pas réussi le coup d'État.
This is from why they didn't succeed from the overthrow of President Nkurunziza during 2015.
Merci.
Thank you.